Hey yo, welcome back to the Slowpoke. Well, I've actually got a kind of different video for you today. I've got the second round of the team challenge. I'm playing with Sutton Coldfield, the Little World Cafe, I believe, and we've actually matched a store in Italy. So let's get involved. I actually made a little bit of a mistake with my list though. I thought it was Vivid Voltage through Team Up, right? But it's actually Team Up through Shining Legends. The big thing I've made a mistake there, I'm playing ADP, is that I've still played Leo and I should be playing Rusted Sword, but hopefully that won't matter. Fingers crossed. What we have to do is win 3 best of 3s as a team against them. Let's get involved with my first round, shall we? Right then, so we are playing ADP and our opponent is going first. So let's have a look. So I'm having to look at this monitor here, so I won't be looking at the camera too much, but I'll turn my head when I can. Let's actually make this a little bit faster. Hold on, playback speed. We'll go faster. Okay, I don't know how fast that is, but it seems to be good. So we need more while. We haven't got any playables, unfortunately, apart from Region Forest. So this isn't looking the greatest. Our opponent needs Aegislash though, and it should be worth knowing that this is an open deck list event, so I know my opponent is playing Luke Metal. So our opponent leads Zacian Energy, and this is an incredibly scary situation because all they have to do realistically is just well, Metal Saucer attach switch, and that is game over. That big charm does not help us in this scenario. I'm not sure what's going on here. There we go. So I do use the boss's orders though to try and take away the Metal Saucer, because they will need the Saucer. It seems a bit weird putting the Zacian active, but trust me, that's actually a better play, I think. So yeah, let's keep it moving. Let me just turn this down just in case. Oh yeah, they were a Hammers build. They have the nerve to play that hammer. So they played the hammer, attach goggles. Goggles are actually really important in this matchup because without Rusted Sword, oh wow, the big charm as well. Yeah, so without the Rusted Sword, that means we cannot hit through an O-code Zacian V's with a metal goggles. But we do play a tool scrapper for that. So our opponent, well, they had the switch, they had the saucer, had the research. All we have to do is find energy and switch again. Do they have it? Hope to. You'd hope not, right? But unfortunately, they have it. That's a quick game 1. Not very good. Let's keep moving to game 2. Right, so obviously I get to choose whether to go first or second. I would like to go first. So we lead more while, which obviously isn't the greatest of leads, but we're not going to get much use for it anyway because Luke Metal doesn't play any benches, right? So we're most likely not going to be able to catch, a Pokemon with more while. So we do lead water energy here, and the only problem is that they are Hammer's deck, so attaching that water energy is extremely risky turn 1, so I think I'm just going to spin and attach the metal, because if they do hammer it off, at least I could potentially get Metal Saucer value. So yeah, I think that was the correct decision. But this does get punished by a Marnie or Reset Stamp, because then we have 1 less spinner in the deck to find the water. But let's just hope that they don't do that. They attach, okay, well there's the Marnie, so that was a shame. But they attach energy switch into Doll, which is kind of nice for them. That means, they can potentially Saucer if they want, get a turn 1 Jex. They probably don't do that, but it lets them get energy onto that Mook Metal faster. They attach goggles and pass, so that's actually not too bad of a start, realistically. So what we're most likely going to do here is quick boil out for Zacian, get rid of the energy so we can get value from that Saucer, and then either Dedenne or Research into the deck. That's like a pretty good line to play for us. So there we go, here comes the Metal Saucer, and at this point we just really, if we can get a turn 2 Jex off it, we are rocking. We do play the Scrapper to get rid of not big charms, get rid of Metal Goggles, I should say. And I think, if we can Oko, then they can't one-shot us. Hopefully that leaves us in a good stead. So, as it stands now, we did not find water energy, so it's like we're going to have to play this Crobat because our hand isn't particularly great. So, we just have to Crobat and draw 2. Not really the best of odds here. We need to find like Saucer or water, and luckily, we do. That kind of saved us, not going to lie. We actually have a decent, well, I was going to say, if our opponent does go for the full Metal Wall, we can Saucer attach onto Zacian, but then our ADP will be stuck in the active, so that's not very good. But, it is what it is. We are most likely getting hit with a Jex here. So let's have a look. Our opponent plays a Research and attaches a Coating Energy, so they have access to their full Metal Wall. There's a Hammer, they flip tails, thank you. And yep, here comes the full Metal Wall. And let's see what happens. So yeah, so we do get used to this saucer now. We took like a quick ball, that's perfect. It means we can go to DNA hunting. Let's have a look. We played a Leon. That's brave. At the time, I thought that Leon would mean we could actually KO the Luke Metal in one hit, but I forgot that Full Metal Wall exists, so we're 30 off. So if we find Tool Scrapper, we would. But, you know, I haven't played this meta in a while, so, you know, forgive me for my misplays. So I tell you what, yeah, if we found Scrapper, we would have got a KO there, but, you know, we didn't. So there's the Brave Blade. I wasn't even sure if it would be a K, you know, but I just thought, YOLO, like, I've got this Leon, let's just play it. Like, not really the best of thinking, is it? Let's be honest. So we're still in a pretty strong position, though, because our opponents used their GX. They've got this Zacian barreling down on them. I think they've played, yeah, they've seen one Sorcerer already. So what would be disastrous, though, if they can actually get a KO on this Zacian, because we haven't got access to Ultimate Ray, and we've seen a couple of our Sorcerers already, but we have to just hope that they don't do that. I mean, it's asking a lot, to be fair, so hopefully they miss it. That being said, they got 2 energy on that Zacian. But they're Intrepid, okay. So we take 4 prizes here, well, provided we can, you know, jump around the active, hopefully we can. Okay, well, I actually say that, but there's no way we're moving around. Oh no, we can play research. What am I telling a lie for? So we quick ball, just trying to thin. We can't use that Zigzagoon, unfortunately, because both Pokemon have goggles on, so we're just going to thin off that ADP since we don't want to draw into it. We just want to find some switch and a balloon, and wouldn't you believe it, Jesus is on our side today. after that atrocious first game. Let's have a look. Probably like air balloon. Well, it doesn't really matter. The big charm here is actually pretty important, right? Because I think does the big charm pushes us out of KO range from their Zacians, which is really nice as well. Which means they can never one-shot us, but we do have the access to one-shot them. You know, with Rusted Sword, if you played it with the Leon, we've already used it though. We have got used to Elgos, don't forget that. And through use of something else, I don't know. Oh, Tool Scrapper. There you go, Tool Scrapper. So we take 4 prizes here. So all I have to do now is just KO one Zacian. We haven't got a lot of energy in play mine, but now we know that they can't one-shot us. You know, we could even potentially start building towards an Ultimate Ray. You know, we have a lot of, we are definitely in the driving seat this game. That is for sure. I mean, granted, Luke Metal probably does play a Tool Scrapper. I haven't got this fella's list in front of me right now, but you know, Tool Scrapper plus KO is a strong turn for sure. But you know, we could equally, we're definitely in the driver's seat, you know what I mean? Like, even if they take KO here, they can never one-shot the ADP, so we can just 2-shot something at that point. So looks like their deck, they put down a doll. Very good, very good. I'll probably actually be talking more to the mic, shouldn't I, like this? Let me get closer. So looks like this is one thing you have to know, Jedi mind tricks, folks. When they're taking a long time to play, that means they ain't got a good hand. They money us, so we didn't have a switched option there anyway, which we desperately need. But they did put our Tool Scrapper away, which is a bit naughty. But what we can do, we can Cherish Ball to shuffle the deck, researching, try and find switch plus Tool Scrapper. We've only got 2 switch left, to be fair. So they pay retreat. Wow. So that means they haven't even got an attacker set up, most likely. Let's have a look what they do. So there's a quick ball for another Zacian. Got the full art Zacian and the gold polka dots. Very nice, my friend. Very nice. And then the Intrepid. So then they've only got a 2-card hand. And one good thing about Luke Mo, you know, is can't really burst. Hasn't played Zenith or Crobat. So we get a Saucer. Not really helpful. I mean, we're probably going to research. I think we should play it anyway, just to guarantee ourselves a retreat if they Tool Scrapper off the air balloon. Cherish Ball fails, so we'll quick ball just to search out another Pokemon that we don't want to see, probably Aegis Slash in this scenario, just to try and really increase our odds of finding Switch plus Tool Scrapper. Let's have a look. Well, we got Switch. Didn't get the Tool Scrapper though, which is fine. I mean, we can KO this doll. Just trying to work out where's the best place to attach this now. Do we attack with Morwile? I think attack with Morwile is probably the correct play here, right? We don't want to leave Zacian. We don't want to Brave Blade again, so I think that's correct. Let's see, that's what I do. Because we have got access to energy switches now as well, so we can potentially burst an Ultimate Ray out of nowhere. Let's have a look. What am I doing? And that's actually what I'm thinking about now. So energies, do I potentially Ultimate Ray this turn. 'Cause that's something we can do now. We can double energy switch ultimate ray energies back onto the Morwell, and that actually looks like that might be what we're doing. Yeah, it is. Okay. I think that's the correct play, because then we can get Morwell ready to go, and then we leave something inactive which our opponent just cannot KO, so they cannot really, unless they play boss as well. So I think that was the correct play. Let me know in the comments if you think that was the correct play. Should we just swung with Morwell, or was Ultimate Ray correct there? I think there's merit to both for sure. So now we've got 3 attackers set up though. The only problem is with ADP in this matchup though is we know our opponent doesn't play Crobat Dene, so it's not, ultimate rate isn't really like as cheeky as it can be in some matches. We just go like boss, take 3 prizes, but you know, all we got to do though is just find that tool scrapper now. That's all we got to do. We do play it, and we know it's in decks. We saw it earlier. Hammers could be annoying because that could strand our ADP in the active, but we have got energy to attach as well. Speaking of hammers, there's a heads, so there goes the water. So we're not attacking anymore. I think that's both our waters gone correct. Yeah, that's both our waters. So now ADP is stuck. I mean, it can still retreat. It just can never use ultimate ray. Yeah, which could be potentially scary, you know, because if they manage to take out our Benzation, that leaves us without sources and stuff. So I think we just attach active and Marnie here. Again, just trying to find tool scrapper plus boss combo. Obviously we can't do that this turn because we have to Marnie, but that's all we're trying to line up at this point now, which is boss plus tool scrapper. Let's see what we get. Boss it like it's hot, baby. So if we can just stick this hand, we are fine. You know, we could even potentially knock out Morwell here. I mean, knock them out with Morwell. Then we open ourselves up to, like, you know, boss stall shenanigans. So I think, yeah, just Intrepid is the correct play. Don't really get ourselves any useful cards there. I mean, potentially Eldegoss could be nice, but, you know, we've already got a win in hand. We just need this hand to stick now. So no reset stamps, no Marnies. Even Hammer Intization isn't the end of the world. Hammer anywhere isn't the end of the world because we have got water, we've got metal energy in our hand. So yeah, we're doing okay. I'm happy with this. I am happy with this for sure. There's the Intrepid, so yeah, that's that. All we got to do. I mean, I'll let it run just so you can see the player what I'm referring to. So we boss that, make sure we take the energy out just to, you know, stick it to him a little bit. So then we will retreat. We'll take 3 prizes off. There's the tool scrapper. Get rid of that. And then Brave Blade. Right then, so we're going into game 3. The Dunktoss game 1, game 2 was actually competitive. Let's see what happens here. Our hand is diabolical. There's no way to sugarcoat this. This hand is bad, you know. We don't even get a metal energy attachment. Apparently Zamazenta. Yeah, this is bad. This is just going to be a straight Intrepid, no energy attachment, you know. We're not progressing our board any ways this turn, which is dreadful. It's not a good look, to be honest for you. Our opponent attaches active. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, oh, and they passed though, so that's not particularly great. Getting rid of a water here is scary, not gonna lie. But one thing we could do is, well, we can go for the donk here, right? Because our opponent had 1 Pokemon. We know that Luke Metal doesn't really play too much crazy stuff. We can attach Balloon to Eldegoss, give ourselves a pivot if needed, switch into the Eldegoss just in case of shenanigans to help out to get Metal Saucer value as well, which we don't get though. But we do get energy onto our Benzation. We don't really want to bench A-V in all honesty. Trying to think what's the best course of action here. So we did get rid of a water, which is awfully scary. So if we prize over water now, that means no auto creation this game. Looks like we get our ADP though, you know, I think that's okay. Looks like we're Crobatting, that's interesting. It's actually a really interesting line of play. I would have probably preferred that Cherish board to find a Dedenne next turn, but lo and behold, we just Intrepided 2 Metal Energy. So our opponent has to find a basic Pokemon now. Oh, but they have the goggles. That's actually true, yeah. So the goggles will stop our Zacian from getting a KO. So there's the research. Was that? Their hand was all energy. Oh wow, that was a wild hand. Look, I'm even typing it out. Right, so we just need to find our tool scrapper now if we want to win exactly this turn. I mean, if not, we're still in like a really strong spot. You know, just dinking this guy. The only problem I find though, if we also just hit this Zamazenta this turn and not KO, we really play ourselves into Loop Metal GX then, right? Because obviously Loop Metal will come in. If they just attach Saucer, get into the active, Loop Metal GX, so discard all our energy. You know, we've seen a couple patches already, so that would be scary. There's me just checking to see if it is in the deck. Our tool scrapper, it is. So yeah, here we go. So with the Dene, we still got our supporter to use as well to find it. Okay, I mean, I'm gonna have to now. Let's have a look. What can we do here? We can Viridian. That does help them out though, but Viridian will take an energy out of deck that we don't want to see. So I think that's correct. I think this was a time where I was like, I have to really fully commit to the donk here, because this would be a turn to GX if we really wanted to. But yeah, looks like we're not. There was a little poor sequence in there. We could have actually played that spinner. Just get another card out of deck, but there we go. We got the scrapper. Who's a little look sack? Me. Oh dear. So we'll just retreat now. And then Brave Blade for game. So let me know what you think. I've got the next round coming up from this team challenge as well, coming up soon this week, so make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you like this sort of stuff. Let me know my sort of commentating style, what I can include, what I can disinclude, because I'm trying to practice casting as well. But thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you all next time.